Good morning. Good morning, Cairo. Welcome in, hun. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Jean. Hey, MB. Hey, Cancerian girl. How you guys doing today? Asana. You guys are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. I woke up at 9 o'clock. I was like, wow, okay. I got to be live in an hour. I don't know why, but I fell back asleep and just was knocked out. Miss Lady Cuckoo? Or is it Coco? Welcome in, guys. Hey, Kimberly. On Time Tarot. How you guys doing? Hi, the real Empress. Oh, I'm telling you, I made it through. That's probably the worst bronchitis I think I've ever had. I don't know what's going around, but man, that's some shit right there, let me tell you. But I'm still trying to get it all cleared out, but I mean, I feel a lot better. Oh, I'm telling you. Hey, PK. Good morning, dear. Yeah, I woke up at 6 o'clock and made breakfast, ate breakfast, came back to my room and fell back asleep. So, oh my gosh, I'm telling you. Having some strange dreams too. Strange dreams. Someone was racing a car on a roof. I don't know. I don't know where my brain is. I'm going to figure out that dream when we're done with the live because that was, yeah, interesting to say the least. And the fact that I remember it tells me that I meant to remember it. So, okay, guys, let's give it a little bit, a few more minutes, and we will get into this. Welcome in, everybody. Please hit the like button on your way in. I'm going to use some different oracles. I really liked these yesterday. I haven't used this angel's deck in a couple of years, I think. But man, it was really good yesterday. If you can't remember your dreams, they're not, I don't feel like they're significant. If you remember your dreams, it has to do with the spiritual realm. And usually, if you remember a dream, it has to do with your angels or your guides giving you some kind of a message or a family member doing a visit. I call them drive-bys. So, yeah, I mean, get you if you don't remember them, you don't remember them. Some people don't. I dream in color. It's very vivid. I dream of people specifically. I see things, and yeah, I've even seen my guardian angel in my dream recently too. Recently, she was quite beautiful. I've asked her to show me herself a couple of times. She showed me herself once, probably about 7 years ago. And it kind of shocked me because I wasn't ready for it. And so, but she literally came through, and I knew it was her because of how tall she was. It was really kind of crazy. And then how light she was, how much light was going through her was crazy. So Kind of interesting. Oh, yeah, taste, smell, sense. Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah, because your clairs are kicking in. You used to remember them. Well, you might have a blockage somehow. I would, try to do some meditation to clear out any blockages. Okay, so let's get now. I always like to hit the 20 mark at least. It's been kind of slow. Um, excuse me. Okay, let's get ready. Let's get into this. What's coming towards Cancer? Yeah. Usually, if you're remembering a dream, it has significance to you. So let's get into this Cancer. What's Cancer need to know? Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. I like it. Oh, that MB, you are busy. You're one busy lady, that is for sure. There you go. Okay, so let's get into this. What does Cancer need to know? Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. They're telling you to listen to your intuition. This is a strong message, guys. When they're telling you it's time for you to heal, and it's time for you to cross over this bridge to healing and connecting, mending and releasing. It's all about using your intuition because I feel like your guides are there with you at this time. Well, I am glad you're here, MB. I miss you, my friend. Okay, what do we got, Cancer? What's happening, Cancer? What do we got? I feel like you have an opportunity with somebody from the past. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you know this person, guys. People think, well, it's always the past. It's always the past. It's not always the past. The Six of Cups represents a past life soulmate, somebody you've known since you were a child. It could also be an ex that you have children with. It could be a lot of things. It could even be reconciliation. But I feel like for this may be maybe a past life soulmate. Now, a past life soulmate means that you could run into this person at any point in this lifetime. It doesn't mean that you've already run into them. It could be, but in some cases, it's not. Now, I feel like you have a new start here, and it's going to be big for you, Cancer. This also could be, since they're wanting healing and connection, mending and releasing. This may be somebody specifically from your past that you guys have to mend fences. You have to mend fences with this person. So maybe there's an opportunity for you guys to air the dirty laundry, right? So I feel like for you, there is a new beginning with somebody from the past here. Only because over here, you're meant to heal and connect, release, and mend, right? So this is somebody you already know. Now, this could be anybody. It could be a family member. It could be a lover from the past, an ex, somebody you have children with. It could be a family member. It could be anything. There are past mistakes that were made here. But I see that there's a new beginning. You're looking back at the harsh truth of something that was said in the past. A past mistake, you said something harsh, or a harsh truth came out. I don't, well, I feel like that there's a person, there is a Queen of Wands here that there's always arguing with. There's always fighting. You're always fighting with. But an opportunity with somebody from the past where your commitment and to a reconciliation, it's almost like committing to reconcile. It's like you're determined to reconcile with this Queen of Wands, some kind of an argument. I don't know if this is a family member or not, because I feel like that's a father figure. I feel like there's a father figure here. And you're doing some soul searching about something that needs to be said. I almost feel like this is a mediator. This person's wish fulfillment is for this to come to an end. This is a mediator. This is somebody who is definitely, because look, their wish fulfillment is for reconciliation, right? They want the two of you to reconcile. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Okay, so this Queen of Wands does not want the relationship to go anywhere. They don't. They're at a crossroads, obsessed with ending it. They're the ones that are keeping the fight alive. Cancer, this isn't you, this is them. You know, I feel like for you here's what the good book says about that. If you have angst with a brother and you extend that olive branch and they refuse it, your job is done. You understand that. You never have to beg anybody to come back. If there's a problem and you attempt to solve it and the person is not receptive of solving this issue, then it's done. Leave their ass out in the cold. You're done. You don't have to fight for this. There was an opportunity. If you took the opportunity and this person turned their back on you, leave it there. Let it go. Move on with your day. You got better things to do. They feel like they were betrayed. But were they betrayed, or were they the betrayal? You're communicating to your guides about this. There's a partnership in divine timing. It's like, is there going to be divine intervention, or is this going to happen? I feel like it's illuminating you moving on. So whatever it was meant to be mended, there's somebody who is hell-bent on not, obsessed with it ending. Because they're still playing mind games and manipulating the situation. They're the ones that are very unhappy. They're wishing ill will on you. They're wishing for you to have a tower moment, but that cycle is now closed, right? Period. It's done. It's done. It's almost like you've done everything you were meant to do in this situation. And, if somebody is just, I don't know, it's like they're pouting. It's like they're staying mad. They don't want to hear what anybody has to say. But you've made your attempt and you don't have to attempt anymore. She's a persistent frog. That's funny. I agree with you, Jean. That's today, the 8th. We have a new moon in Taurus, which is, release what doesn't serve you guys. Never hold on to things that, that baggage. You got to go to bed at night realizing that you're clean, you're clear, right? You don't have to hold on to anything against anybody. I personally don't have anything against anybody ever because, I speak my piece right up front and I let it go because life's too short to carry crap around. You don't need to carry baggage. Nobody needs that drama. It was yesterday. Well, East Coast or West Coast. So it was today on my time. It would have been 3 hours later for me. Okay, so yeah, it would have been 2:22 a.m. this morning for me. Okay, so hold your course, but fogged in, go slow and take your time. Cancer, you're breaking free from something. You're headed in a direction here. You stay focused and hold your course. And then fogged in, go slow, take your time. Even though you're on a journey here, somebody is trying to, it's almost like they're trying to throw up smoke screens to block your passage or to get you off course somehow. So stay focused and go slow and you'll stay on course. You'll just get there a little later. Clear the fog. Visualize turning on a big fan and turning it on and blowing the smoke out of your way so you can see clearly your path. That's what they just showed me. Okay. So that's interesting. A big giant ass fan. So I'm going to stick a fan in front of me all day today and see what blows away. What do we got for Cancer? Oh, goodness. Thank you. Big happy changes. Big happy changes are coming, guys. So take your time, go slow, stay focused. Just keep riding the storm out, I guess, until you get there. Guys, I've decided to give away 2 15-minute readings for the month of May. Don't comment in the live, but after the live on any of the videos this month, put a positive comment, and at the end, put reading. So you could do an affirmation, you could do a positive comment, or something that you're planning to do this summer. Just whatever, random, but put reading at the end of it. And I'm going to give away 2 15-minute readings on each channel for the month of May. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy doing that because especially when someone in this economy, they can't afford to do something, to have a reading. And there's so many people that have unanswered questions. And it's just nice. Bonita, welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, let's get into this. I feel like you've got someone throwing up a smoke screen, but you got big changes coming. And understand, guys, I want you to realize one thing, that if you're on a spiritual journey and you've been going through a lot of spiritual warfare, the devil comes at you the hardest right before you break through. So if you think that you're like what the hell is happening, that's what's happening. You got a breakthrough coming, and they're trying to steer you off your path so you don't get your blessings. But this is going to be, it was nice. Your reading was nice, Cairo. I always enjoy talking to you. Okay, so just know, guys, if you have a breakthrough coming, shit will hit the fan right before you get it. Hello, Sally. Okay. Yeah, see, look, first card out. Someone's trying to block your blessing, right? They're trying to block you and leave you out in the cold. I almost feel like with this Hierophant, this isn't a relationship. This is God saying that to take a look at things from a different perspective. Okay, it's almost like take a step back, focus. Do something to change whatever. You don't have to fight with people that are doing this. You don't have to go tit for tat. You literally can use your imagination and visualize. If it's in your space and it's affecting you, you have the right to visualize whatever you want to change the trajectory of whatever's happening, right? So like I just said earlier, if someone's throwing up a smoke screen so that you don't see your path clearly, right? Stick a fan in front of you. Stick a fan in front of you. Imagine, a lighthouse at the end of the tunnel where you see your path clearly. You can see it from the fog. You can see that lighthouse, right? You won't get off course if you know how to protect your energy. And there's many ways of doing that. So, I feel like when somebody wants to throw you off your course to block you from having your blessings, your guides are like, I almost feel like for me, this would be my sister. That would be my sister, the Queen of Swords. She was a Libra when she was here. And she was no joke. So I almost feel like she's the one standing next to me. If I'm reading this for me, it would be like, look at things from a different perspective. She's right there. I'm being guided, I'm being protected, and so are you, right? Move through your path, go slow, pay attention, and just stay focused. And everything that's meant for you is going to come towards you. And the person who's wishing this ill will on you, they're going to be swimming in such a shit bowl. It's not even funny. You don't have to see it. You don't have to know about it. But just know, when you do things to try to harm other people intentionally, boy, does it come back on you. And, I'm not one of those people that need to watch it. I don't need to see it. I know what's going to happen. It's going down. It's going down. You got a new beginning coming. You've got abundance coming and partnerships. You've got so much coming, and this cycle is ending for you, Cancer. You got a new passionate beginning. You got a commitment, which is going to be long term and committed. And it could be, this could be money. It could be partnerships. It could be both lying between, you know, great sex and a partnership filled with a lot of money. Who's going to complain about that? Who's going to complain? I don't know if anybody would. I feel like because it's time for that karmic cycle to close, release everything that doesn't serve you. Let it go because justice is here for you now. You're getting what is meant for you. And it's coming in buckets because look at those aren't just scales. Those are buckets that she's carrying filled with whatever you're meant to have, right? Like you're long overdue for whatever this is. You may have gone through a lot of stuff over the past strongly over the past year or two. Could be, I think I'm feeling two, up to two. But it's time for you to take that leap. You've been waiting. You've been waiting to rebuild from all the mind games and manipulation, but that shit's being cut out by the emperor. Somebody is taking control. Somebody is saying no more of this. This is over. So now this could be you. This could be your guides in this case. No more of this. It's being all this winning and nonsense narcissistic behavior is ending, right? You could be dealing with a Queen of Wands for a long time. This has been going on for a long time, Empress energy, but the wheel's turning in your favor. The wheel is turning in your favor. Big, happy changes are coming for you. Delicious. Oh, you're talking about the curry. She's talking about curry and naan bread. Oh my God, naan bread is so damn good. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities coming your way, Cancer. Oh, this is not talking about that. This is talking about an attack of an illusion of drama and deception. Okay. I feel like this is talking about why you're getting all of these big changes, right? There may have been illusion. Someone attacked you with an illusion here to cause a lot of chaos in your life. This is somebody who wanted to cause a lot of harm in many facets of your life. It could be 5. It could be your health, your money, your relationships, whatever the case may be. Everything that they tried to take away from you is coming back to you, right? 5 to 7 things that this person wanted to take away. The deception. There's just I'm getting 5 again because look, he's holding 5 swords and 2 are on the ground. So I feel like this person could have tried to affect 5 areas of your life. I feel like this is a decision that is being made by your guides. The choice of your guides. They're in fight mode. They're figuring out what burden to attack first. They wanted you obsessed with burden. They wanted you broken. They wanted you broken, Cancer. They did. I mean, this person went out of their way to try to heap that on you, but there's judgment for them because of your strength. I almost feel like the truth is they did misjudge your strength. Cancer, you're nobody to mess with when it comes to your strength. You are, people think we're emotional. I know that that's not the case. I know a lot of cancers that they're tough as nails. They're tough as nails. We may have compassion for somebody, but don't mistake compassion for, it's almost like don't mistake my kindness for weakness, because I will choke you with the hand I fed you with. It don't matter. When the line in the sand is crossed, cancer can kick ass and take names. Um, so I feel like they misjudged your strength here. The truth is coming out. You were a lot stronger than they thought you were. Where they thought they were going to have you so easily down and down and out, you're still standing. You're still fighting. You're still coming up, hitting them in the gut. You know what I'm saying? You're still in the fight. Uh, I know. I am too, Sally, or Cancerian girl. I am too. I'm tough as nails. You can bend me, but honey, I promise you, you're gonna feel it tomorrow. You'll feel it tomorrow, for sure. You fight and cry at the same time, Sonia. I'm going to tell you something about cancers. Okay, when you get a cancer crying and they're angry, if they're angry crying, it's about to happen. It's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? I know for me, when I get mad and I cry, oh, heaven help you. You better hide. You better run for your life. There's because it's about getting good. Yeah, doing that throwdown for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. MB, I know. See, we know. We know. It's like, talk about clearing a room in 2.5 seconds. Everybody running. So I feel like, guys, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. It's time to, and maybe because this is this new moon in Taurus, that it's a sign that this is maybe a turning point. I know that a lot of things started to dissipate with that full moon in Scorpio, but now with this new moon in Taurus, I feel like this is a releasing, letting go of everything that doesn't serve you. Um, So just be prepared. Just be prepared but stay focused. This is definitely a message for you to pay attention. And if you even when you feel a little veered off course, get back on course right away. Go slow. Take your time. Don't get so wound up in what they're trying to detract you from. I know you've heard me say this. I always heard you can't see the forest for the trees, right? All those trees were the blockages. The forest was my path. And when somebody wanted to try to deter me, there was so many blockages in my way, I couldn't see my path. So my path is here, and they have me over here because they've got me surrounded by all these blockages. You got to clear it out. Start visualizing. If you're visualizing them as trees, get out the saw and start cutting those trees down. Start removing those blockages in your mind. Let it go. Let them fall. And so you can see your path again, right? So you got to clear out those trees, cut the cords, remove the blockages, release yourself, open yourself up. And I almost feel like looking forward and paying more attention to where you're going versus what they're trying to distract you with is going to keep you where you need to be. Yeah. Yeah, mine do that too. Yeah, but mine are all adults. So interesting. Okay, so Jean and PK, do you guys have any questions for me? Cairo, I feel like in the next 2 months for you is going to be, things are going to be a lot different in a good way. What is coming towards you this week in love? What is coming towards you this week in love? Okay. Oh, you ran into him, huh? Wow. Okay. What's coming towards PK this week in love? I feel like you're looking back and you're kind of at a crossroads. He's coming in very strategic about some deception. I feel like this is about you thinking about all the things that have happened between the two of you and you being like the mistakes. There's a lot of mistakes, looking back at the mistakes or the seeds that were planted and being at a crossroads in divine timing because he was so strategic about what he did with his deception in the relationship. So I feel like reconciling this, you do want to be with somebody. This person is your wish fulfillment. You have to master your emotions. You've been mastering your emotions for a long time about this relationship or about this partnership. You've thought long and hard about this. I want to know. I feel like there's a transformation because someone's made the decision to close the karmic cycle and the mind games and manipulation. You know that there's more than just what's surface here. So this transformation, someone's made a decision to end something, and this isn't the relationship between you and him. This is the relationship between him and the karmic, because he's choosing to close out a karmic cycle of mind games and manipulation. He has a strong emotions of this third party being left out in the cold. He is, I feel like he's adamant about releasing himself from this karmic cycle, PK, because of all of the burdens it's caused and all the drama. It's caused so many towers. He's just over it. It's not worth it to him, right? It's time for healing and working on communication to move forward. That's what's happening. You guys are both reassessing um, the damage, or seeing what really happened and deciding that, there's been somebody in the middle of all of this. Um, yeah, he will come towards you. I feel like he's clearing out. Today's a good day of clearing. So you might hear from him within this next week or a couple of days. I said week and then I got couple of days in my head. Okay, so Gene, why did he ignore you yesterday and didn't even greet you? Was somebody watching him like a hawk? You're welcome, dear. Okay, why did Virgo ignore Gene yesterday? Why did he ignore Gene? Interesting. Okay, well, let's find out. Tell me about Gene and Virgo. Why did he not greet her yesterday? You're a Leo, right? I feel like he's kind of heartbroken. I don't know if this is you or him. But I feel like he's heartbroken trying to be patient where you're concerned, being patient where you're concerned, out in the cold because of an ending. Maybe he's afraid to approach you because of what's happened. He's wishing for equal give and take, but he feels that there's burdens there that are hidden. There are some things that you don't know about. He's got to make a decision here, Emperor energy. He is coming up as your twin. He's got to make a decision to take control, but he's holding back from the partnership to try to master his emotions. I feel like it's not for the reasons you think. I feel like that he does have some hurt. He's hurt. And he knows maybe it could be heartbreak that he feels like he inflicted on you, that he needs to be patient because he left you out in the cold and ended a situation, but he's wishing for equal give and take, but there is burdens that are hidden and he has to make a decision, but he's holding back because he's evaluating or mastering his emotions about the partnership. The Queen of Cups is going to be moving on. So I almost feel like, I know she's a Virgo, but she could have a lot of water in her chart. Moving on, taking a leap, but she's discontent. So it's almost like he has to wait for one thing to finish so he could start something new. He could have greeted you, but he's doing some soul searching here. He's thinking a lot about it. It's almost like he's got, in his mind, he's got to see if is he cutting out his wish fulfillment? He has to make a decision here. Doing some soul searching about cutting out his wish fulfillment. But he's waiting to rush back in. It's been a long time coming. So I almost feel like there's a lot of confusion on his part, Jean. Common decency would be nice. Common decency, but here, people don't do things for certain reasons. It could be their own guilt, their own shame. It could be that he has to reevaluate what's happening, but I do see that he sees you as the Ten of Cups here. Wants to passionately communicate. He's walked away. Working on apologizing. I feel like he wants to tell you something. He's trying to figure out, maybe, did you catch him off guard, or was he, how did he look when he saw you? Because he saw you. Was this at a funeral? Oh. Oh, so it was in a chat room. Okay. Interesting. So you didn't actually lay eyes on him. You just saw him in there. I wonder if it was him or if somebody was using his. Maybe not. I feel like he's confused. He's thinking a lot about it. Maybe he felt like He didn't want something to happen in the chat? I don't know. Sometimes, now I know for like with my twin, there were times that we didn't know what to say to each other at the time. We cared about each other, but I feel like there was so much going on that we both just kind of were like, okay, let it be what it is, right? So, because I know, it's going to come back around, but it's interesting that he's got to get his head together before he can talk to you about what's really happening. I feel like maybe he felt this wasn't that wasn't the right place or the right time to say something. He was paying attention to everything you were saying. Of course he was. Yeah. It's just crazy. This whole twin flame journey is enough to make a person a little cuckoo for cocoa puffs, let me tell you. So, okay, guys, I'm going to jump off here and finish the day out, get ready um, for tomorrow's stuff. So I am doing the 2 free readings on both channels. You have opportunities to win on both channels. So leave your comments, positive comments, affirmations, what you're doing for the holidays or what you're doing for Memorial Day. Um, all that good stuff, Mother's Day, that kind of thing. Mother's Day is coming up. Happy Mother's Day early to all of my beautiful mothers in the chat. I hope all of you get all the blessings you could ever want or need. And I will see you guys on Monday on Quartz Rose Tarot. Um, Kayleen, I don't know if you're aware of progressive relaxation, but look it up on YouTube. If you have anxiety, I personally listened to a self hypnosis tape for 6 weeks. I had debilitating anxiety. And I did progressive relaxation and learned how to control my body by relaxing each part of my body. And once I did that, it's been 30 years since I've had panic attacks. So, and I'm going to tell you all, if you haven't noticed this, but anxiety attacks are very prevalent in spiritual people. So you just got to learn how to stand in your power for sure. So, guys, have a wonderful weekend. I love and appreciate all of you and stay blessed.